Competitive human Isabela State University is one of the state universities in Region 2. It envisions to be a leading research university in the ASEAN region. It is committed to develop globally competitive human, technological resources and services through quality instruction, innovative research, responsive community engagement, and viable resource management programs for inclusive growth and sustainable development. One of the programs of ISU that actively responds to its vision and mission is the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, or BSIT. In view of keeping at pace with the demands of technology in the industry and in the academe, ISU formally offered institutionally the BSIT program by the virtue of Board of Regents Resolution No. 62, Series 2003, under the Department of Information and Communications Technology, or DICT, of the College of Development Communication and Arts and Sciences. After 15 years, the Isabela State University felt the need to finally separate the BSIT program along with other IT education programs into another college. Hence, the College of Computing Studies, Information and Communication Technology was established last August 2018. The BSIT program, under its new college, continuously upholds its commitment to equip graduates with the ability to select, develop, apply, integrate, and manage computing technologies within an organization in order to become globally competent, innovative, socially and ethically responsible computing professionals engaged in lifelong learning endeavors. At the core of BSIT education is the BSIT curriculum that is continuously enhanced to meet the demands of the society and the industry. The BSIT curriculum is designed with experts in the field to prepare the students with the right skills and values. At present, the latest curriculum is already K-12 ready, with specialization tracks on web and mobile application development and networking security. With the enhanced curriculum of the BSIT program, students are assured of significant learning experiences throughout the years of their stay in ISU. Being an IT student of ISU Cabagan means having an opportunity to grow into a professional that the future society will need. In their capstone projects, students are exposed to real-life project development through collaborating with team members, engaging authentically with the target organizations or agency using interview and observation methods, and applying critical thinking on problems that need IT solutions. Outputs of the students in their capstone projects are handed over to the concerned office or agency for transfer and adaptation of the system or technology development. Another important endeavor of the students is their internship or on-the-job training. OJT students are deployed to the different government and non-government agencies, IT industries, technology solution providers, and business process outsourcing or BPO companies within and outside the region. The ISU administration supports its commitment to academic excellence by providing facilities and resources that are deemed essential in skills development for the students as well as values formation. The BSIT program has already produced 928 graduates as of 2020, where majority are employed in local and international organizations or companies with full-time and regular status and have jobs related to the program. The BSIT program continues to mold hundreds of local talents that learn and grow together.
I'm Romnick Asuncion, a graduate of BS Information Technology at Sabela State University, Cabagan, school year 2009-2010. I'm currently working at Union Bank of the Philippines as Senior BPA Developer and a Technical Team Leader for 5 years now. As a Senior BPA Developer and a Technical Team Leader, I am leading a team of developers automating back-office processes of the company and also one of the more than 100 developers transforming Union Bank as the #1 digital bank in the country by harnessing data analytics, robotic process automation, and AI systems. The Information Technology program of the Isabela State University at Cabagan masters the building of a very strong foundation for their IT students. The faculty really knows their crafts, transforming an IT student into an IT leader in this IT world. They impart not just rich knowledge, but also strong morals. That's why my gratitude is always to the institution for every success that I have.
The BSIT program is manned by a pool of experts in their own respective fields. Among the 15 permanent faculty members, 14 are graduate degree holders. Specifically, 5 are doctorate degree holders, 6 are ongoing on their doctorate degree, 3 are master's degree holders, and 1 is about to graduate in a master's degree program. ISU is continuously designing and delivering effective faculty development that is grounded in growth to boost instructional research and extension vitality of all faculty members. The faculty members actively participate in faculty development projects and activities of the university, such as attendance to trainings, seminars, workshops, and conferences at the local, regional, national, and international levels. Industry immersion for faculty members to become aware of actual industry practice. Certificate exams to enhance professional credibility and demonstrate one's dedication to professional development. Instructional material development and exchange to enhance teaching and learning process. Involvement such as consultant, resource person, or lecturer in the field of specialization. Membership in professional organizations to network with others who have similar interests as part of their professional advancement. Research presentations in the national and international fora. Research publications in Scopus Index journals, JED accredited journals, and other international refereed journals. Extension and outreach activities, sharing goodwill and instilling hope to the community. All the approved projects and activities pertaining to the professional development of faculty are being supported by the university. Such support includes university scholarships where monthly allowances are given to those who are on full-time study leave.
I am Naomi, a faculty of ISU Kabagan. It's been almost 8 months since I arrived here in Taiwan to pursue my PhD in Computer Science and Engineering at the National Taiwan Ocean University. The experience has been tremendously great and amazing. I thank Isabela State University Kabagan for this opportunity to pursue higher education overseas and for their continuous support to faculty members, not only academically but also the development of the totality of the person. The exposure to various international settings helped deepen my perspective and appreciation to variety of culture and races. Thank you, ISU, for this opportunity. I will surely make everyone proud. Chayo, PSIT program.
Other faculty members are also able to source out scholarships from the Commission on Higher Education or CHED. Local and international travels. Research and extension funds. Research and incentives which are given to those whose researches are published in international refereed journals. The CCS-ICT is actively promoting multidisciplinary research and strengthening its research capacities by expanding its collaborations with partner institutions and industry. Specifically, the BSIT program based its research activities from the college, which was formulated in consonance with the university research agenda. Research activities identified and conducted by the program are engaged towards researchable areas in instruction, policy formulation, focusing on information technology, development of applications that meet the demands of the industry, business sector, health, government, and academic institutions. Faculty members are encouraged to create novel research proposals for presentation during the campus in-house review to ensure that researches are scientifically conducted and are in accordance to the policies and guidelines. Approved research proposals during the evaluation and screening process is recognized and given internal funding. Other faculty members also seek external funding from other agencies. And just recently, a campus-based research program titled Development and Prototyping of Smart Devices for Business Application, which involves a multidisciplinary research collaboration, was approved by the university. BSIT students are likewise active in research undertakings where they have won awards during the campus university's search for best undergraduate research. Also, in the national paper presentation, students from the BSIT program won second runner-up in the physical science student level for the applied non-experimental category during the Philippine Science Consortium held at Ilocos Norte. Along with the students, faculty members also compete and win in the university research for best researches. Faculty members disseminate their research outputs through paper presentations, paper publications, and technology transfer. ISU is also mandated to offer extension services by bringing appropriate technologies, skills, and knowledge of practical application to the community. In order to contribute to this mission and sustain its research and extension culture, the CCS-ICT established the Training and Competency-Based Certification, Extension, and Research Center or Tracker. Aside from the research projects that are taken care of by Tracker, extension projects are likewise conducted that are in consonance with the university thrust and agenda. The BSIT program adopts the CCS-ICT systematic and effective procedure in all of its extension programs or projects through the formulation of ATEC, a unique CCS-ICT brand which stands for Assess Needs, Involve People, Develop Strategy, and Technology in Action. The BSIT program supports the Adapt a Barangay program identified by ISU Cabagan and has engaged the implementation of various community projects in their adopted barangays. Likewise, they continuously provide capability building programs through the provision of relevant trainings, consultancy, and technical assistance.
Hi, I'm Victor Alam, School Head of Cabagan Riverside National High School. And I am very much grateful to the group of the CCICT for continuously providing us technical support and capability building activities. Just recently, they have conducted computer leveraging services in our school last February 7, 2020, where 32 DepEd teachers were equipped with the technical skills and knowledge in basic troubleshooting and networking, as well as installation of OS. And this contributed to the improvement of the quality of instruction that we give to our students, and has likewise improved our professional competence in ICT. So thank you very much to the CCICT family.
Good day, everyone. I am Stella Dirain, an IT faculty of Cagayan State University, Apari Campus. I am very grateful to the CCS ICT team for constantly providing us with capacity building initiatives like Microsoft Office Specialist Training and Certification. This gave us the opportunity to develop our skills on Microsoft Word processing, and this was validated by an international body, thus enhancing the quality of instruction we give to our student, and has improved our professional competence in ICT. Again, to the CCS ICT team, thank you very much for the great opportunity. Mabuhay and God bless.
The campus administrators are unifying all its efforts to integrate gender and development and identified God focal persons in the campus. Aside from Adopt a Barangay capability building programs, the BSIT program is also committed to provide assistance to disadvantaged members of the community that is within its capabilities through implementation of community outreach programs. These undertakings are actively participated both by faculty members and the students of CCS-ICT in partnership with different agencies, industries, and local government units to empower the local government officials, teachers, youth, and other members of the community. Extension projects are also presented not only in the local fora but also in the international fora. In terms of financial support in the last 5 years, a total of 84,800 pesos was utilized in the conduct of extension projects. This was allocated from the General Appropriations Act or GAA or Fund 101 and the campus supplemental budget from internally generated income. External funding was also supported by other government agencies, NGOs, and non-government organizations. From these innovation initiatives of the BSIT program, a number of faculty members have been given awards of distinction and achievements. These achievements have earned the love and respect of the community, which serves as a driving force for the fulfillment of the BSIT program's plans in the coming years with CCS-ICT. A place where innovation starts, a place where technology is shared. Here at CCS-ICT of Isabela State University.
A pleasant morning, everyone. Before we get started, may we all be reminded by our webinar rules. Number one, please rename yourself using the format, your institution, followed by your complete name. Number two, keep your microphones on mute at all times, except for the speaker. Number three, All videos must be disabled except for the speaker. Number 4, ask questions in the Q&A box and interact with us through the chat section. Lastly, for your certificates, all participants are required to accomplish the evaluation form to be shared via the chat room. For today's Congress, I would like to acknowledge our partner institutions making this Congress indeed a successful one. The Computing Innovators of the Philippines Incorporated, the ICPEP Singapore, Blast Asia Incorporated, High Tech Power Incorporated, and the PSITE Region 2. We would also like to inform everyone that this Congress is live. Napapanood rin po tayo live via our YouTube channel, so which is iConnect YouTube channel. And I would like to invite you all to subscribe po sa aming YouTube channel. And naka-live din po ang ating Congress Facebook page na kung saan majority of our students are joining. Thank you very much. Ano ko po? Throughout the years, Isabela State University, as one of the higher education institutions, is at the forefront of offering and providing extension services aside from quality instruction, researches, and resource generation. ISU envisions to have a relevant, sustainable, and effective university extension, continuously building a viable partnership with all sectors to promote the desired quality of life and the dignity of the people. To achieve this vision, ISU shall bring appropriate technology, skills, and knowledge of practical application to the community through a responsive and sustainable extension program in order to contribute to the enhancement of quality of life of the community clients. The College of Computing Studies, Information and Communications Technology at Cabagan Isabela is geared towards its commitment to carry out its extension services to extended clients. And with the success of the previously conducted ICT Congress, CCSICT will once again conduct the same, and I'm pleased to welcome everyone to our very first virtual ICT Congress, dubbed as ICT Congress 3.0, attuned with the theme Embracing Change and Digital Transformation Towards Creativity and Innovation. To formally begin this activity, may we acknowledge first our God's presence through an opening prayer to be given to us by the chairperson of the BSIT program, Dr. Rosemary L. Buraga. Hindi ako nag-share.
Let us bow our head and put ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Heavenly Father, most gracious and loving God, we glorify and thank you for all the blessings you have given us and for continuously reminding us of your faithfulness and guidance. Forgive us, Lord, if by chance we have offended you. Wash us in the purifying blood of Jesus and cleanse us from all our sins. Fill our heart with righteous thoughts, for we no longer want to wallow in the cesspit of sin that has for so long separated us from you. We pray for your love and protection to abound as we walk through this challenging season. In the midst of our pains and difficulties, allow us to know you so that we may understand what living for you is all about. We also pray for those who are suffering from sickness and all the frontliners who are caring for them. Fill them with the healing power of your Spirit and love. Heavenly Father, we ask for your divine providence for this undertaking to be successful. May we also retain the knowledge and learning experiences that we will acquire from this webinar. May we be living witnesses of your genuine love by implementing the knowledge to be acquired through this activity. Grant us your divine wisdom as we go about our daily tasks after this webinar. This we ask in Jesus' name, Amen.
So this time, may we all sing our Philippine national anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, kaya sa siganalan, alam ng puso, sa likid mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagtatulog sa simoy at sa langit mo pagaw, ay hinatang tulad, awit sa pagkaya minamahal, ang isang lang matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iibig, makituwid at araw niya kailan ang mahirap iibig, luman ang araw ng warhati pagsinta, buhay ang langit sa piling mo, aming ikaya ng pagkay ng amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
ICT Congress is an annual undertaking of the CCSICT, which brings opportunities and explore emerging technologies for ICT professionals, faculty members, and students, most especially in this new normal. To ask for welcome remarks, I acknowledge the very dedicated and passionate Dean of the CCSICT, Dr. IVM Taru.
Thank you very much, Sir Nick. To the President and CEOs of our partner industries, our very own President, Dr. Rickmar P. Aquino, our Cluster Executive Officer, Dr. Ambrose Hans Agabao, fellow faculty from the different schools, universities, and colleges, beloved students, a very good morning to one and all. Thank you very much for joining us and welcome to our 2021 ICT Congress via Zoom and live stream over the Facebook, YouTube, and ISU Kabagan website. The ICT Congress has come a long way since 2015 and has adapted to the changing technological trends in the industry. From having this conference with participants coming from the Northern Isabela only, we have come a long way in making the Congress a huge success with faculty and students participants, not only within the region, but as far as Mindanao. The technology has made this possible, helping us reap various benefits from cost and time savings to an enhanced online presence. This is another digital transformation brought about by the pandemic that we have to embrace. And let us just look at it as a silver lining to our current situation. This Congress holds a special value because this is the first time in the history of our college where the entire Congress is taking place on a digital platform. The theme of this Congress is embracing change and digital transformation for creativity and innovation. We have experts from across the field who will be sharing their thoughts and knowledge with the rest of us. And we have leaders of the industry who will inspire us to match the pace of change. The Congress also hosts student activities that will surely be enjoyable. With these activities, we hope to achieve our objective of enhancing the participants' knowledge and skills in the field of ICT grounded on this year's theme. So I encourage all the participants to actively participate in all the activities and discussions. I wish everyone a fruitful 2021 ICT Congress. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Karen, for that warm welcome. True enough, despite the health crisis we are facing right now, the Congress paved way for faculty members, researchers, curriculum developers, students, and even software developers a chance to interact with a much wider community of peers that work together, creating a new community of information technology extension. Moving right along, let us all welcome our very innovative and dynamic Cluster Executive Officer, Dr. Ambrosas G. Agabao, for his message.
Good morning. Before proceeding to my short message, let me take this privilege to greet and recognize our keynote speaker in this Congress, Dr. Ryan S. Evangelista, of the President of ICPEP. Likewise to our humble visionary President, Dr. Rickmar P. Aquino, as well as the President of Blast Asia Incorporated, Dr. Aruk Maiti. Our discussants from SPI, Ms. Mary Ruth Arante, Mr. Leandro A. Castillo, and our colleagues from KNH, its General Manager, Jaime Hong. To the men and women behind this event, the Dean of the CCSI City, Dr. Ivy Tarun and her faculty, the Director for Extension Training Services, ISU Cabagan, and Dr. Maria Teresa Ramos Agabao, and the Director of the Management Information System and Technology, Dr. Rosalinda Biggia. And likewise, I would like to greet all the participants who are with us today in this Congress, in this Zoom meeting, as well as in those others joining us live stream via Facebook, our YouTube channel, and others. In behalf of our President, accept my warmest greetings and appreciation. Good day to all of you. I was cursory reading tech and startup articles this morning, and I find it hard, though not surprising, to accept that we in the Philippines is lagging far behind our three most important neighbors, Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, and Indonesia, four rather, in terms of innovation, entrepreneurship, and competitive indices. Surprisingly, Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, and Thailand spend more per capita in education than we do. Indonesia, for instance, with 270 million population, and who is spending the least per capita among the four countries I have mentioned, spends 239% more per capita in education than the Philippines does. Why am I focusing on these pieces of information? It is not for me to kind of making us or you feel bad at this very start. Rather, it is primarily my way of putting up a challenge to all of us and to give enough importance to creativity and innovation as a driver of many important indicators, including quality of life of the people at the current times. In developing economies, the SMEs are actually driving their economies. Statistics shows that countries with higher startup indices have high, similarly situated entrepreneurial indices and with broader SME base. Secondarily, it is my way of giving emphasis to information technology more than any other areas of technologies, as the area identified closely with innovation in both service and product innovation. Two important measures and drivers of competitiveness in the current times. Unfortunately, again, we are lagging behind in the Southeast Asian region, tying with Vietnam. But while we tied, we are in the downward trend while Vietnam is in the upward trend. Today in this Congress, I wish that we bear in mind how we can contribute to our country's turnaround and make it more competitive in its Asian neighbors. Having said that, the Isabela State University, bent on its vision of being a leading research university in the ASEAN region, has taken a position 3 years ago to include, in addition to people and nature, innovation and entrepreneurship as part of its mantra. This event, therefore, is one important step towards this direction. We believe that we can move better with innovation and entrepreneurship through the critical facilitation with information technology and the development of network of people, groups and organizations sharing insights and ideas. It is primarily because of this idea and background that this Congress is actually continuing. The launching of the iConnect YouTube channel, discussions along three important aspects: information technology and engineering, robotics, IoT, and big data, is just the right starting points that drives innovation, creativity in innovation in the things we do, especially in this digital age. I wish, therefore, to give appreciation for all of you, the organizers, our partners, Blast Asia, ICPEP, CIP, beside High Tech Power, and everyone joining us in this endeavor, and hopefully be able to develop and span the network of cooperation among IT professionals and organizations, make a difference in our lives, and contribute to our educational as well as economic development. I would like also to take commendation of the College of Computing, Information and Communication Technology for taking the lead to make this Congress happen. In closing, I would like to petition all individuals, students, professionals, academic and professional organizations, government and non-government organizations who are with us in this event to continue from here to make collaborative work happen for innovation, that we may contribute in more meaningful ways to the social, political, economic, and cultural development of our country, that we may soon be able to equally be competitive in the ASEAN region and truly stand to our vision of being a university for people, nature, innovation, and entrepreneurship. May you all find fulfillment and significance in your engagement with us. Thank you and good day to one and all.
Thank you, Dr. Agabao, for that wonderful message. This time, to tell more about this Congress and to introduce to us our dear participants, rather, may I acknowledge the campus director for Management and Information Systems and Technology, Dr. Rosalinda B. Guillo.
Thank you very much, Sir Nick. To the president of our partner institutions, our very own president of the university, campus officials, faculty, staff, students, and visitors, a very pleasant morning to everyone. It is an honor and a privilege to present to you an information about the Congress and its participants. The ICT Congress is actually one of the extension activities of the College of Computing Studies, Information and Communication Technology, formerly the Department of Information and Communication Technology of the Isabel State University at Cabagan. The ICT Congress was conceptualized in order to cater the growing educational needs of people in the region. It brings opportunities for ICT faculty members and students to discuss developments, applications, issues, and strategies in ICT, as well as explore emerging technologies and discuss latest research and collaborations in order to improve the quality of IT education in the region. This activity paved way for faculty members, researchers, curriculum developers, students, and software developers a chance to interact with a much wider community of peers that work together, creating a new community of information technology extensionists. The Congress also brings opportunities for students to showcase and share their talents. This year's Congress involves competition, particularly on the iTech Folk Dance Challenge, Singing V, and Mobile Legends Tournament, in which prizes awaits the winners. The ICT Congress 3.0 is the third Congress conducted over the past 5 years and the first virtual Congress conducted this year. Topics discussed in the Congress are actually based from the training needs survey conducted among faculty, students, and professionals in the region. We are proud to say that the resource persons directly came from our partner industries. In fact, we are honored to have with us today the 4 presidents from our partner institutions, the Blast Asia Philippines, Mr. Aruk Maiti, the Philippine Society of Information Technology Educators Region 2, Dr. Romeo P. Evangelista, the Institute of Computer Engineers of the Philippines, Singapore, Dr. Ryan S. Evangelista, and the Computing Innovators of the Philippines Incorporated, none other than our very own CEO of the campus, Dr. Ambrose Hans G. Agabao. May we please take this opportunity to give them a round of applause. A round of applause, please. Yan po. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much for being with us today. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, the Congress continuously adapts to the changing demands brought about by such change in order to serve the community. Today's Congress can be watched live, as mentioned earlier, using our FB page at ICT Congress 2021, YouTube channel at iConnect, and website at isucabagan.edu.ph. As to the participants, the first Congress in 2015 has a total of 815 participants, while the second Congress in 2018 has a total of 387 participants. And for this year's Congress, I am pleased to present to you a total of 446 participants with the respective schools as follows. So let me mention their names. The schools: Isabel State University Cabagan, Isabel State University Echage, Isabel State University Ilagan, Isabel State University Palanan, Isabel State University Rojas, Biliran Province State University, Cagayan State University Carig, Cagayan State University Gonzaga, Laguna State Polytechnic University, Laguna College of Business and Arts, University of Northern Philippines, Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Pasig, Cagayan State University Andrews, Hirna Mobility Solutions Incorporated, Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Lagro High School, Kalinga State University, Batanes State College, ICPEP Region 2, Bicol University, Cagayan State University Apari, Nueva Vizcaya State University, Manuel S. N. Verga University Foundation, Cagayan Valley Computer and Information Technology College, Cagayan State University Lalo, Ama Computer College Malolos, Ama Computer College Calamba, Ama Computer College Olongapo, Ama Computer College Lipa, Ama Computer College Davao, Ama Computer College Pasig, St. Paul University of the Philippines, International School of Asia and the Pacific, Kalinga State University, Nueva Vizcaya University Bambang, and Quirino State University Cabarugis. Again, let us please give them a round of applause. Yan. Likewise, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. To all of you, our sincerest gratitude, and we hope you to learn and enjoy the Congress. Thank you.
Indeed, thank you, Ma'am Rose, for that presentation. Mula po sa aming kolehiyo, maraming salamat po sa aming mga participants. Without you, this would not be made possible. No? We are very much overwhelmed with the number of participants who are joining with us via our Zoom and sa ating YouTube channel and sa ating Facebook page. So muli po, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. This time, to introduce to us our well-intelligent and dedicated keynote speaker, let us all welcome the Campus Director for Quality Assurance, Dr. Allen M. Pat.
To the presidents and CEOs of our industry partners, heads of different partner organizations, guest speaker, resource speakers, University President Dr. Rick Maracino, campus officials headed by Dr. Ambrose Hansagabao, faculty and students from other institutions, faculty staff and students from this institution. Good morning. Our keynote speaker has a bachelor's degree in computer engineering, 2 master's degrees, mathematics and aquaculture, and a doctorate degree in information technology. He is a certified information system professional and information technology certified professional by the Canadian IT Professionals, conferred as an ASEAN engineering technologist by the ASEAN Federation of Engineering Organizations via the Institution of Engineers Singapore, and a professional computer engineer by Computer Engineering Certification Board, Philippines. He also attended courses on project management and extreme innovator program at the National University of Singapore and certified information system auditor program at the Singapore Management University. He is a well-experienced IT consultant in the field of enterprise systems development and IT project management. His expertise in enterprise Java solutions gave him various government project experiences from Bureau of Internal Revenue of the Philippines to Housing and Development Board of Singapore. As a project and account manager, he had handled clients' accounts from German European School Singapore, Singapore Flying College, Singapore Institute of Management, Singapore Tourism Board, Housing and Development Board, Imperial Institute of Technology, Malaysia, Brainy Move, Singapore, ACTS College, Singapore, Nanyang Academy of Fine Arts, Morris Allen English, Singapore and Malaysia, and Intercontinental Hotel Group, Singapore and United Kingdom. His vision, competence, perseverance, humility, and charisma leveraged him to some international and local organizations in the IT and business industry. A member of Singapore Computer Society, Project Management Institute, US, member of Canadian IT Certification Board that is legislated by most provinces in Canada, American Society of Engineering Education, the Secretary of Interior Design Confederation Singapore, Assistant Honorary Secretary of Institution of Aquaculture Singapore, ICPEP Singapore, representative to the International Federation of Engineering Education Society, member of the National Board of Directors of the Institute of Computer Engineers of the Philippines, and the founding president of the ICPEP Singapore. So for the next couple of minutes, our speaker will talk about smart city and the future of jobs. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the master of innovation himself, Dr. Ryan S. Evangelista. Dr. Ryan.
Hello, good morning, good morning. Thank you for the introduction and a warm welcome. So it is a great honor to be part of this first virtual ICT Congress 3.0, headed by the Isabela State University Cabagan campus and its leadership, together with their partner institutions and organization. The theme, embracing change and digital transformation towards creativity and innovation, is very timely, especially now in the age of pandemic. Pandemic shake the world's normal. It affects all facets of our lives. We don't know when it will end, but we won't stop to find ways to move forward to overcome these challenges. Education is one of the sector and area in the Philippines that was deeply affected by this pandemic. We are not prepared for digital delivery of education. We don't have sufficient platform to support distance or flexible learning model. And majority of our faculty or teaching force is not trained on this kind of arrangement. However, even with limited resources, We Filipino persist to move as fast as we can to progress to distance or flexible learning model. The Department of Education, Technical Education Development Skills Authority, and the Commission on Higher Education conduct massive programs all over the Philippines to assist all institutions on the education's new normal. We embrace change progressively, transforming our education landscape in the new normal. Online delivery was included as part of the flexible learning model. Now we have the Zoom, we have Google Meet app, we have Facebook Live and all other technologies that will support the delivery of information, learning modes, and everything. Okay. Innovation and creativity blossoms in the age, especially in the times of what we call tough challenges. And pandemic is not an excuse of it. We are pushed to think outside the box and challenge the conventions. Who would imagine that the world will shift toward remote or flexible working scheme? The third ICT Congress is an opportunity to tell the community that we are here and prepare to embrace challenges ahead of us. We will not be hampered by the pandemic, and we will constantly evolve as an organism, as a member of the Philippine and international community, that we will remain relevant to the needs of our society. My fellow speakers will talk about cloud computing, no-code platform, and other technologies that are relevant in today's technological development. All of these technologies are precursor to what we call smart city or smart development, wherein people, infrastructure, and government are linked together to address the day-to-day issues or problems that they encountered in the city or in the community. According to the World Economic Forum, these changes and transformation will replace traditional jobs. So when we are replacing traditional jobs, there are new jobs that are not familiar to us before. For example, who would imagine that there is a job for digital content developer? Who would imagine that there will be a DevOps engineer? Because in the olden days, there is no such things like that. So now we have automation. Now we have the robot process automation technology. Everything is automated through the use of software. Everything is done by a machine, controlled by what we call artificial intelligence. So in the future, Education 4.0 will employ this what we call artificial intelligence. Sooner or later, you will see whether or not your students are listening to the class or just standing there. So that's how AI will tell us. Okay, then with these challenges ahead of us, okay, are we ready to take the lead to face this kind of challenges? Students, you experience what we call online education, which we don't have before. So this experience that you have learned, you can apply that in your professional practice. Because even now in Singapore, we are now, most of us is working from home. All of us is working on a remote setup. We deliver outcomes online. Communication is made online. Everything is online. Very limited face-to-face because of the pandemic. So this experience that you have learned in your school through remote education, you can use it as your training ground for you to be prepared of this, what we call new normal. Then, what do we need to do to get there? Okay. So of course, as times goes by, the needs are changing. So we need to constantly adapt changes. We need to constantly equip ourselves. What are the needs or what are the technologies that we need to get or learn from the industry? I believe that this forum will give us an insight and will have us to reevaluate our priorities. And I hope that this forum will help us to become more internationally linked, okay? Linked with various organizations for us to think not only the Philippine perspective, but also global perspective. Because we know two or three heads are better than one. So if they already develop something that then can help us to solve our issue, then I hope we can apply the same. So with that, that concludes my message. Thank you, and I hope to see you to this two-day event. Thank you again.
Thank you very much, Dr. Evangelista, for that very meaningful message. No, indeed, our needs are really constantly changing, and being in the ICT profession, we are very much open for accepting all of these changes. So sabi nga nila, we are open for change. So, we believe at Isabela State University that um, it is never difficult, no, when we are done together, because together we can. Thank you again for Dr. Evangelista for that very wonderful message. So this time, let's award, no, your certificate of recognition. So in the new normal, sir, gawin po natin yung virtual awarding of your certificate of recognition. And the content goes this way. Okay. Let me read to you the content. Republic of the Philippines, Isabela State University, Cabagan, Isabela, College of Computing Studies, Information and Communication Technology, in collaboration with CIP, ICT Singapore, Blast Asia Incorporated, High-Tech Power Incorporated, and PSITE Region 2. Certificate of recognition is given to Dr. Ryan S. Evangelista in grateful acknowledgement of his distinguished and invaluable service rendered as keynote speaker during the ICT Congress 3.0 with the theme Embracing Change and Digital Transformation Towards Creativity and Innovation on May 46, 2021, conducted via Zoom, CCSICT Facebook page, and iConnect YouTube channel. Signed, Dr. IVM Tarun, the Dean of the CCSICT, and Dr. Ambrose Hans G. Agabao, our Cluster Executive Officer. So there you have it, sir. Thank you very much. A round of applause, please, to our dear keynote speaker. So we hope to see you, sir, no, for our upcoming, no, ICT Congress. So hopefully this will not be the end of our collaboration, and we are very much welcome to be again be part of our extension activity. Okay, and so we believe no marami po kayong pwedeng ma-share sa amin, most especially po sa aming mga estudyante. So muli po, marami pong salamat. Okay, at this juncture, we shall okay. So with the current technological okay. So ngayon magkakaroon po muna tayo ng konting palaro. Okay? So to break the monotony of our program, we shall have our e-raffle. So, and I am honored to share this to everyone that this e-raffle system was developed by our very own Professor Vince Lloyd Balisi, a BS Computer Science faculty. So, no, tignan natin, no, sino po kaya ang maswerteng mananalo ng ating unang consolation prize na nagkakahalaga ng 1,000 pesos load. Okay? Ito po ay, no, I believe, malaking tulong po ito sa ating mga estudyante, no, lalong-lalo na po sa kanilang online class. So, ito po yung e-raffle. 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 So, ito po yung no, i-market ko na rin po, no, ang aming e-raffle system developed by Servin. So let's get to know, no, our first winner, no. Ang unang mananalo po ng consolation prize na nagkakalaga po ng 1,000 pesos, no. Okay? Yeah, so let's spin. So let's get to learn. Okay. So the first winner is, ayan, so BS Computer Engineering student po of ISU Cabagan. So congratulations, Mr. Samuel C. Malena. So palakpakan naman natin si Sir Samuel. Ayan. Thank you, Samuel. Okay. Yung mga winners po pala sa ating i-raffle will be posted po sa ating Facebook page. Okay? And in order for them to be informed on how to claim their prizes. So, ayan. So, nanalo po si Manuel ng ating 1,000 pesos cell phone loan. Okay? So, we shall also thank our sponsor for this raffle. So, this is through the Computing Innovators of the Philippines. Okay. So, thank you, Sir Vince, for that raffle. Okay? So, para po sa ating mga estudyante, no, yan po ay unang raffle pa lang. Okay? So, don't worry, we still have more raffle draw. So, meron pa tayong pag-asa. Sabi nga nila, habang buhay may pag-asa. So, tiwala lang. Okay? Kaya yan. Okay. Moving forward, okay, with the current technological advances in the field of information and communications technology, society has to continually adapt the changing demands such advances have brought to it. And due to this advancement, linkages or partnerships in an agency, institution, or even in the industry have become a necessity. This time, let us all witness a virtual MOA signing between Isabela State University, ICPEP Singapore, Blast Asia, and the PSIT Region 2. So from Isabela State University, we have our dear University President, Dr. Rickmar P. Aquino. Para po sa Blast Asia, we have Dr. Arup Maiti. And para po sa PSIT Region 2, unfortunately, Dr. Romeo Evangelista is not around. On his behalf, may we welcome the PSIT Region 2 Officer, Dr. Rosalinda B. Guillem. And for the ICPEP Singapore, we have Dr. Ryan S. Evangelista. So once again, let's all welcome everyone to our virtual MOA signing. Yes, there you have it. Thank you very much, Dr. Rickmar P. Aquino, Dr. Ryan Evangelista, Pisite Region 2, from the Blast Asia. Maraming salamat po. A round of applause to our dear partner institutions. And we are looking forward for more partnerships and collaborations with you. So thank you, and thank you. Okay. So at this juncture, let us all
Certificate
hear
kay
the
Mr.
messages from.
Evangelista, pati si President pumirma.
So at this juncture, let's hear the messages of our partner institutions, beginning with our very competent and dynamic university president, Dr. Rickmar P. Aquino.
Okay, thank you. Distinguished presidents of our partner institutions, Dr. Ryan S. Evangelista of the Institute of Computer Engineers of the Philippines, Singapore, Dr. Arup Maite of Blast Asia Incorporated, Dr. Romeo Evangelista of Pisite Region 2, our eager and creative representatives from HPI, Ms. Mary Ruth Arante and Mr. Leandro Castillo from K&H Taiwan, Mr. Jaime Hong, the Tiring Proactive Cluster Executive Officer of ISU Kabagan, Dr. Ambrose Hans Agabao, Dr. Ivy Tarun of the Dean of the College of Computing Studies and Information and Communications Technology, supportive faculty and staff of ISU Kabagan Campus, the participants, our guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The constant and continuous upgrading of digital and exponential technologies has not only changed the educational landscape, but also enabled educators to recreate, innovate, and share knowledge with colleagues and institutions through partnership and collaboration. Digital technology and Internet of Things, when shared together and utilized as a smart tool to achieve sustainable practices in education, will bring about change that will welcome and that we will welcome and embrace. So the Isabela State University is presently studying through collaboration and partnership the possibility of installing advanced digital technologies, including virtual simulation equipment in its laboratories to engage the faculty and the students in an unlimited interactive skills training and in enriching learning experiences. In Isabela State University, we welcome change by working together with other agencies to bring about or to bring out the creativity of our faculty, our staff, and students in finding innovative solutions tailored to our needs and our stakeholders. Matt Mullenweg said, technology is best when it brings people together. So Isabela State University, as an emerging smart HEI in the region, we are committed to embrace the cause of this partnership. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.
Thank you, Dr. Aquino, for that wonderful message. This time, let's hear the message of the president of the Blast Asia Incorporated. We have Dr. Arup Maiti. Okay, I think Dr. Mighty is not around. Okay, so this time, no, pakinggan naman po natin ang mensahe po na nais iparating sa atin ng President po ng Pisay Region 2 through a recorded video. We have Dr. Romeo Evangelista.
On behalf of the Philippines Society of Information Technology Educators, Cagayan Valley Region, I am delighted to offer my heartfelt congratulations to the College of Computing Studies, Information and Communication Technology, and the Isabela State University Cabagan Campus administrators for having live webinars for ICT Congress with the theme Embracing Change and Digital Transformation Towards Creativity and Innovation. This pandemic dramatically changed the conduct of institution away from the conventional classroom face-to-face instruction towards a learning management system with appropriate technology. Learning institutions must embrace the digital transformation caused by this COVID-19. Thus, there have been inevitable paradigm shifts and our students' creative imaginations in the face of this global occurrence should be regulated or passively sustained. ISU is well on its way to becoming a transformation pioneer. Students are offered a high-quality IT education by teaching the right online platform and collaborating with industry and IT experts like the Computing Innovators of the Philippines, Institute of Computer Engineers of the Philippines and Singapore, Blast Asia, and the Pisay Cagayan Valley region, and as a result, promising IT opportunities await them. State universities and colleges should recreate this experience worth sharing and emulating. Let us continue to embrace change and digital transformation towards creativity and innovation to boost the new normal education cycle during these pandemic times. God bless you all and mabuhay kayo.
Thank you, Dr. Evangelista. Once again, let's all welcome the President of the Blast Asia Incorporated, Dr. Aruk Mighty, for his message.
Hi everyone. How are you guys doing?
Hello, sir. Good morning. We're fine.
Good morning. Good morning. It's nice to connect across so far. Thank you for inviting me. So I guess I'm supposed to share a little bit about how the last 1 year has been in terms of a technology company, what we have been doing, and things that we have been trying to innovate. That's correct, isn't it? Okay, so we have, as a company, Blast Asia, we have been in business for 20 years now. And over this period, we always designed ourselves to be a global company, a company that could work with clients from across the world. And with that in mind, we have always embraced working from anywhere mindset. So our team, our working practice, everything was designed even before the pandemic hit to be remote. 100% remote, maybe not. We were, maybe the admin and the other teams were used to working from office, but we had a flex arrangement. So when the Tal volcano hit, February of last year, we started working from home, we probably only went back for a week or two in between that. And then before it was locked down, we all again decided that maybe there's no point in risking health of everyone. So we went back working from home. And since then, most of us have not gone back to the office. We have been doing 100% work remotely. And so far, the consensus is everyone actually is enjoying it. They love it. They love working remotely. And our clients have been happy. They have found more productive team. I guess, I mean, in Metro Manila, traveling for several hours back and forth to work, that's exhausting. And just the fact that they can wake up and take a shower and sit down on the computer and be productive, it's a great start. So far, no complaints. Everyone likes it. People actually have been less sick. People have been more productive. People have taken less sick leaves and all. And it's all good, all good. But yeah, I guess what we are missing is we haven't gotten to see the face of the new employees. So there is a lack of personal touch. So I think that's the downside of working remotely. While those that we have worked with before, we know each other and we're good. But the new employees, perhaps we need to have a mix someday down the line. Obviously not now, but once the virus and everything is a little better. Now, let me step back and say, so how did we do it? I mean, it's a different thing to say you just go and work from home. Well, over the last 3 or 4 years, we have already removed, and I mean, infra. First thing is infra, right? There are 3 or 4 key things to happen infra. Infra-wise, everyone has laptops. So even before the start of last year, everyone had laptops. So for them to move back to home or work from anywhere was not a problem. The second part of the story is we had built in the culture of being responsive, and it's like if someone sends you email, you respond back to them saying, received it, I'll get back to you, etc. Instant messenger being constant regular source of communication across the teams, across the management teams and development teams and clients. So those were already built in there. But there are other parts of it. The other thing that happened is we used our own technology. So Steer is a platform that we have been building over the last 3 years, actually more than 3 years now. So this is a technology platform that we envision out of our own long-term dream. What we know is there are more than 100 million businesses in the world today who are not digitized, who are still dependent on phone call, paper forms, people visiting their office or shops and all to do things. I see someone raising hand. You have a question or am I out of time? Helen? Or by mistake?
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So we built this. So there was this 100 million plus businesses across the world, with a lot of them being in Philippines, are still very non-technical. And it's expensive to build a custom software. Over the last 20 years, we realized a lot of companies want to go digital, want to use technology, but trying to buy a ERP and customizing to fit it to their own business process is difficult. It's expensive. In fact, companies have spent millions and unable to reach an end goal with it. That's one part. Second is there are companies who tries to build custom software to fit their business well, but that's expensive too. And from our own experience and hearing people in the industry, most of the time it's a painful experience that doesn't end well. So we said there must be a better way to go about it, and that's where we built Steer. So Steer is a no-code platform. It's a new kind of technology where the knowledge of software building, software development comes handy, but you really don't code everything or don't code at all. You can just assemble it by dragging and dropping modules and components and all. So that's basically what Steer is. We kind of build that in place, and right on time with the pandemic, we actually could launch it, and we became one of our first users, of course. So most of our approval, paper forms, anything that used to go through reimbursement, new client onboarding, including things like payment processing. So like today, whenever some payment processing needs to be done to a partner or a supplier, it's only single entry. It needs to be entered in a mobile app or web app, and it goes straight through the processing directly into our accounting system. And we are in the talks with the bank to actually even connect it to the bank so that it's zero paper flow. So it wasn't that way. It took a little while to go paperless, but at this time we are looking at going 100% paperless, where everything is done by interconnecting different systems, whether it's the banking system, whether it's our accounting system, and the glue is here that we're using. And we're not the only one. There are 14 different companies that have joined us in the last 12 months. One of them is from Australia, two of them from India, the rest of them in Philippines, and from big and small different side of the businesses. So that's the other thing that has happened. We also reinvented a technology which helped us and also helping businesses in the local as well as global market of adapting technology in a more affordable way. And in fact, one of a large business from Cagayan, the Cagayan Valley, is in the pilot phase with us. So maybe someday soon they will also be joining us as a client, and they are trying to basically automate their supply chain using Steer. So that's about, I guess, all that I would like to share. I am open to questions, if any. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mighty, for that wonderful message, and sharing to us about Blast Asia Incorporated. So I guess magiging interested po ang ating mga ibang participants dito to be working with the Blast Asia Incorporated, together with also our ICT Singapore. So muli po, maraming salamat. A round of applause again to Isabela State University, Blast Asia Incorporated, ICT Singapore, and Visayas Region 2. So once again, we are looking forward for more possible collaborations, partnerships, and engagement with you guys. So thank you very much for. At this juncture, I am pleased to present to you our very own creative extension modality in the new normal, the YouTube channel of the CCS-ICT, sabi nga nila, in the new normal. So brace yourself as we launch our extension modality in the new normal called iConnect.
College of Computing Studies, Information and Communication Technology. association with Training and Competency-Based Certification, Extension, and Research Center proudly presents I Connect. The CCSICT's creative extension modality in the new normal. I Connect offers 3 segments that will surely interest you.
Learning is not confined within the 4 corners of the classroom. It can also occur outside through digital media. That's why iConnect came up with TEACH, which stands for T for tips, tricks, tutorials, A for advice, C for cheat codes, and H for hacks. It aims to teach the viewers, especially students, about the latest trends, best tech life hacks, which most of us are not really aware of, tutorials for aspiring programmers, cheat codes for mobile enthusiasts, and a lot more. What makes Teach unique is that viewers does not only learn from us, they can also share their knowledge and skills to teach.
The information technology, or IT, is rapidly expanding in almost all sectors of business and the industry. Almost every year, new software and hardware emerge while old ones are improved. This demands new roles, new skills, and new knowledge. To respond to these demands, we came up with a Talk IT segment for our iConnect YouTube channel. This will serve as a venue for all to build their portfolio of skills and knowledge in IT. So if you want to progress on top of the latest technological trends, join us and let's talk about it here at Talk IT.
iConnect will be launched in Excentel, highlighting skills in design, development, implementation, maintenance, and integration of hardware and software components. It will feature different troubleshooting, configuration, and assembling methods or techniques for our computer engineering students and other computer enthusiasts out there to rise above the noise. You tell it, we will help you fix it.
Click the subscribe button now to stay connected with us here at iConnect.
Okay, so there you have it, folks. Now, what you have seen are the glimpse of the 3 segments, and I am inviting everyone to subscribe, no, muli po sa aming YouTube channel, where you could participate and share your brilliant ideas and insights, no? So, mag-subscribe po tayo sa aming YouTube channel, and you get to learn more of these 3 segments. We have the Teach for the BSCS program, the Talks IT for the BSIT program, and Fix and Tell for the BSCP program. Let's together, no, let's all connect sa iConnect. Okay. I guess no, that ends our opening program. And for this afternoon session, we shall be having our live webinar sessions from the High Tech Power Incorporated, and I am inviting everyone to please stay connected, no, with us until the end of the Congress. And we shall be back at exactly 1:30. Um, Probably, no, we could have our early lunch, no? Okay, so happy eating, everyone. Let's all enjoy this day. Once again, good morning. Okay, so we shall be seeing each other this afternoon po para sa ating live webinar session. Maraming salamat po sa mga nag-join sa ating Zoom meeting today para sa ating opening program. Ganun din po sa ating napaka-active na mga estudyante sa ating Facebook page and so with our YouTube channel. So muli po maraming salamat and we hope to see you all guys until the end of the Congress because we will be having more lecture sessions today and until tomorrow. So God bless us all and stay safe always. Okay, before we leave this meeting, may we request everyone to please turn on your camera for our documentation, for our pictorial for this morning activity. Okay, so there you have it, no? Para naman makita natin yung ating mga bagong kaibigan, kapatid, kapuso, sabi nga. Okay, so may I request you all to please turn on your camera for our pictorial. Okay, so maraming salamat muli no sa ating mga participants na nag-join po sa ating Zoom, sa ating mga estudyante na aktibo po sa ating Facebook page, and ganoon din po sa ating live YouTube channel. So maraming salamat. Okay? So again, may I request everyone to please turn on your camera, okay? Because we would want to see your faces, no, new faces. Probably this would be the starting point for our active engagement and collaboration with one another. Okay. So at the count of 3, we shall be having yung magka-capture na tayo, no? Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, smile. Okay, for the next frame, yan, so okay, paki-on na lang po ang ating mga camera. Yan, so maraming salamat. We have from the CSU, from the NCSU, we also have the MSEUF, no? Again, the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, next frame. Maraming salamat po sa ating mga
Yeah, yeah.
participants. Okay, so okay. So once again, thank you very much to all dear participants. This would be not made possible without your participation, your um, engagement with us for today's Congress. Maraming salamat from the bottom of hearts. We are hoping to see you more for our upcoming extension activity. So muli po, magandang umaga sa ating lahat, and let's have a happy lunch together, and we hope to see you all this afternoon po para sa ating live webinar session. So once again, good morning.
Everybody knows diamonds ain't got nothing on you. We got that lifestyle. Dollar bills, baby, we'll just stay from gold. You got that la 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 la, la la la. You need that la 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 la, la la la. You want it la 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 la, la la la.
Oh my gosh. Ma'am, thank you. Mag-restart na ako. Hello. Huh?
Sabi ni Sarah, congratulations, I something nice and great. Japan. Nice video, sabi ni